इतना सफर है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of idea.
Good afternoon, everyone. Franchise India welcomes you to Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series. Franchise India is the brand which is helping all international and national brands pertaining to different sectors in their expansion towards 70 plus offices. We truly claim that no one sells more businesses than us because we have helped thousands of investors in getting a right selection of brand from us. We welcome each one of you to 196th edition of Business Opportunity Over Chai. This is a digital representation of the brand for the day. We do not endorse any particular brand. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am. During the course of the webinar, we'll take the complete and correct understanding about the brand, followed by question and answers. The brand which we are presenting you today is KGN Technology, the pioneer brand for packed juices and processed products. They are backed up by HP government and they have legacy of 46 years in the market. They have 4 regional offices plus 5 metro cities offices. And it is our privilege to welcome Mr. Navneet, who will be talking about this brand. Thank you so much, Navneet, for sparing time and joining us today. Over to you to share your journey of your brand. Navneet, we request you if we can start the presentation from your side.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, everybody. This is Navneet, and I'm the partner of KGN Technologies, which is the national sales agent for HPMC products. And HPMC is a totally Himachal Pradesh government, state government owned corporation, which was established in 1974 with the help of World Bank. So the main motive of the corporation of the HPMC is give a better facilities to the farmers to give a better price of their produce, uh, whatever is in the market. So the government is there to purchase uh, the fruits and all the other horticulture produced things. So the HPMC there is there to buy all the products from the farmers. So the main motto of the HPMC is give a good rate of the produce of their of the farmers. So it was established in 1974, and we are the leading manufacturer of apple juice concentrate. So this is the product which is without any sugar and without any preservative. So this is basically used to make the apple juices and other products also. In the past, it was used as a morning drink, before this Coke, Pepsi, and other these multinationals came to India. So HPMC was there to sell near about 2 to 4 lakh bottles per year as a breakfast drink. So it's a product which is without any processed sugar, without any preservative, without any chemical. So you just have to pour water in it, and you will get a fresh glass of apple juice with you. So there are a lot of products which HPMC is making. Next slide, please. Initially, from the start, HPMC is working with the institutional sales only. So we are at the railway stations. I think maximum of you guys have seen the HPMC booths at the railway stations and at the bus stops and the canteens also. And from the start of the business, HPMC is having a tie-up with CSD canteens and the railway stations. We are selling our products to railways. We are biggest supplier, largest supplier of juices, of Tetra Pak juices to uh, IRCTC, CDS canteens, and the CPC, Central Police canteens also. So we are into the institutional sales only. So now after we are setting up few new plants also. So after the setting up of plants, the production will go will go higher in the numbers. So the management of HPMC takes the call to let's join the retail market. So now we are coming in the retail market with our products, which are the apple cider vinegar, apple juice concentrate, and the Tetra Paks also. So we are having our presence at near about 250 railway stations, and the CSD canteens and other things are also there. And now we are thinking and we are planning to go to the retail market with help of the distribution network which we are going to make. And in our network we will be targeting the areas which are which we are targeting the areas which are good in numbers, good in population, like the metros and the big cities first, and then we will go ahead with the tier 2 cities. Next slide, Lata. We are having an experience of 46 years now. As I told you that we have established this HPMC in 1974. So we are having a very good experience in our field, and we are having 3 processing plants, and one is at Mandi. This is very near to Kullu Manali, and one is at Jabli, which is very near to Parvanu, near to Chandigarh, and one is at Parvanu, and we are having our Tetra Pak machine installed at Parvanu. Parvanu is very near to Chandigarh. So all the plants, all the manufacturing things are in Himachal only. So we are using the pure water of Himachal, and all the processing and raw material is bought by HPMC only. So it's all the processing things are in Himachal Pradesh only, and we are having 5 offices in Delhi, in Mumbai, in Kolkata, and in Chennai also. And we are having 4 regional offices. From there, we are distributing our products to the railways and CDS canteens. Next slide, please. We are having now, with the help of World Bank, we are coming up with a new plant which is coming up very near to Shimla. Now, as mentioned in the slide, all the facts are there that we are having this much of capacity. Now, by the next year, our capacity will be doubled by this with the new plant. So we are having one original Tetra Pak machine, with us, which was installed with the help of APEDA in 2003. And the capacity of that machine is 12 lakh Tetra Pak juice trays in a single shift. So we are having a very good capacity with us, and we are having all the state-to-art machinery with us, supplied by the Tetra Pak original. And we are having that all the fully automatic plants at Parvanu and at Jabli also. Next slide, please. So our main products are apple cider vinegar and apple juice concentrate. And now we are into this Tetra Pak products also, that's the 200 ml Tetra Paks. So we are having a wide range of Tetra Paks with us. We are having 8 blends, 8 flavors, which is mango, lychee, guava, apple, orange, pineapple, and nimbu pani, and 100% apple juice also. Our 100% apple juice is supplied in Vande Bharat Express. So that was selected by the IRCTC after taking the samples from all the companies, and after testing the things, they choose HPMC's 100% apple juice in that. So we are having a very good range of that. Instead of that, we are having concentrate things. We are having apple juice concentrate, guava concentrate, and lychee is there, mango. And the rarest thing is we are having Rhodo concentrate also. That is made up from the flowers which are found in the higher altitude reaches, in the snows and all. And orange concentrate is there, and pineapple concentrate is there. These all concentrates are used in the juicing industry. So we are also supplying that products to the industry. Next slide, please. Yeah, we are having different type of squashes also, like the ginger, kiwi, lemon, and jams and pickles are also available with us. And these all products are made by HPMC in their own processing units. So each and every product which we are discussing over here is produced by HPMC in their own plants, in their own supervision. Next plan. And we are having our drinks in the PET bottles also, and we are having fruit wines also. This is with the alcohol content. So we are manufacturing that also. We are having the peach syrup we are also packing the natural spring water, which is very rare in this area, in our area. The water is very pure, and this is packed in the region where after the testing of the water, after the testing of the soil and all the things. So this is purely this. You can say this is the mineral water, not the packaged water. This is the original mineral water. So that is also a very good product with us. Next slide, please. We are also the member of Markfed. This is the Punjab government's owned corporation, Markfed. So I think each and every one of us have heard regarding the honey test, which was done by a German company a few days back. And we all know that the major brands which are selling honey in India are failed, like the companies like the Dabur, Patanjali, Baidyanath, Zandu. Each and every one was failed, and only 3 brands were selected by this German company. Like the Markfed Sona was one of this. So the thing is, why this Markfed Sona was selected, was passed this test, just because here in these corporations like HPMC and this Markfed, these are state-owned corporations. So these are run by a management which is headed by the IAS or PCS officers. So they come and go, and this is the purchase committee is sitting somewhere else, and the production is going somewhere else, and nothing is going to be in the pocket of someone. This is the government projects, so they don't do any adulteration in this. So that's why these products like HPMC's apple juice concentrate and 100% apple juice was selected by IRCTC a few days back. And same is with the honey. Like this Markfed Sona honey is selected by passed the test, just because that there is no adulteration, and there is no chance of adulteration with these corporations, as nothing is going to be in the pocket of someone. The profit is of government. The the losses of government. So these employees of these corporations never do any adulteration in that. So these are the basic reasons that why these corporations are known for their purity and their quality products. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is the honey which passed the test, and we are also leading distributor of Markfed products throughout the country, and we are selling our honey via our website also, and to our distributors also. So the test was done in last month, and the result was out on 2nd of December, I think. And after second, we are getting lots of calls and lots of orders from the country. So we can offer this Markfed honey also to you. Sorry, next. So this is again the owned by Punjab state government, and this is the largest Asia's biggest cooperative society, which is having their offices in 20 districts in Punjab, and having six processing plants around the Punjab. And they are having a very good ready to eat and bottle products. The product range of Markfed is very huge. They are into the RTE, ready to eat, and bottle products, cooking things, cooking oils also, and the agrochemical things, and the animal cattle field like products. Next slide, please. Yeah, we have discussed all the things that our honey has passed the test. So now in the ready to eat products, we are having this a series of products like aloo, palak, curry, paneer, and there is tons of things. These are ready to eat. You just have to eat it and go ahead with that. You just have to heat the product and eat it. So this is a wide range of products which we are having with the Markfed also. So basically, these products are used by the restaurants and the hotels. The Horeca market is the target market of this. Next slide, please. And same is they are having bhuna masala, ginger paste, and the garlic paste, and edible oils like the mustard oil. The Kachi Ghani mustard oil is the one of the best product which this Markfed is having, and we are selling it in the bulk. And they are having a very good range of rice also, like the basmati rice and other things. Tea is also there. So there are tons of products which Markfed is producing by their own. Yeah, next one. So if you talk about the juicing market, the market is right now it's 1100 crore rupees market, and which is dominated by 2 or 3 companies. We know the juicing companies, and the major share which is empty, which is not you can say which is our target, that is owned by the smaller things, smaller plants which are coming up, the local brands. And the thing is the quality of that brands are not up to mark. So we are having a very good opportunity to fill up that things with the quality of products. Yeah, next slide, please. We are having a very good supply chain with us. We are having regional offices. We are having a very good plant also with having a very good capacity. So we will ensure you uninterrupted products, and the stocks will be on time each and every time. So our plan is to give the exclusive territory rights for the each area. Like in one area, nobody will come to the other area. It will be assigned to you. And there are some corporate and institutional deals which are going on, like the railways is there, multifunction stores are there. So all the things which are like railways, the multifunction stores, and each and every deal will be routed through to the local dealers only. And we will give you the promotional material and marketing things also, marketing advertising on the TVs and in the social media also. And we will mention the names and the company names on our website and in the social media ads also. And we will arrange some promotional events and the annual meets for the distributors. Next slide, please. Yeah, right now we are searching for the partners which are already in this packed food products industry, and which are known to this, that what is this industry is, and they know the channel, they know the system. So we are searching for the partners which are having a good experience in this field. Yeah, next slide. The total investment in this for the monthly target is around 7 lakh rupees. The initial stock will be 6.5 lakh rupees, and the distribution fee for Franchise India will be 50,000 rupees. And the product margin is, again, it varies from product to product. It starts from 8 minimum. It will be 8%, and it will go to 13%. Like in the edible oils and other things, the margin gets fluctuating, and it goes up to 30% also. So there are the product margins are, you can say, minimum is 18, minimum is 18 to 13%, and the maximum we can reach it to the 30% also. And the average payback time is 1.5 months. ROI in 5 years, 89%, and the agreement terms which we will do for a exclusive agreement for the particular area will be for 5 years. Next slide, please. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Navneet. I think it's a good presentation and very strong company, and we know about HPMC because this has been a historic company, and especially in the juices space, it was a company which really started, and a very strong loyalty is there. But the company was limited for distribution, and now you coming in and taking the distribution ahead, and that's a good opportunity because the company was not so aggressive in the distribution, and most of the state cooperatives were like that. Unlike some of them who become very large cooperatives like Amul or a Mother Dairy or things of that nature. Most of them either would restrict to their state or would not go in that thing. But now the trend has changed. In last 10 odd years, we've seen companies are working like corporates, and they're using going out and building much more larger distribution because the backend is very strong. So if we can start with your relationship with HPMC, because HPMC is a government organization and Markfed is also there. Because you in the front of these companies, have you taken exclusive distribution rights? Just to begin with, to our
we are having the exclusive rights for HPMC. We are having exclusive rights with us for next 10 years, and for Markfed we are having rights for 7 years.
So these are very two large cooperatives which are part of state government. One is Himachal Pradesh and one is Punjab. And Navneet's company has taken exclusive distribution rights, one for 10 years and one for 7 years. And he is allowed to build an entire distribution across India. It's a very, very strong opportunity, and strong opportunity for people who are especially in the FMCG distribution or a bottling plant or a water distribution. Anywhere if you are able to reach out to three audiences: one is a retail segment, second is the HoReCa segment, and third is the institutional segment. Between these three things, if you have some kind of strategic advantage, this can become a very strong opportunity. So now we'll go into deeper of every single category. How many SKUs we have, and currently how many we want to do that, and this 6.5 lakh rupees stock which we're talking about. How many you want to start with HPMC, or you would like to start with Markfed and HPMC both?
We will start with both. We will give you stock of, you can say it will be a bundle of the products which are in the trend right now, like the honey is there. We will make a bundle of 7 lakh rupees. So the products will be of HPMC also, of this Markfed also. It all depends on the partner also, that what type of products he requires. So we will give the products as per his requirement, as per his industry, as per his market. So whatever he feels like, so we will give products according to him.
So friends, you have to also understand that distribution is all about how much stock you have and how much stock you put in the market. It's all based on that. So this is a minimum stock level which you would start from a 7 lakh rupees. As you build your marketplace, your stock levels might have to go high. So the mistake a lot of people do in distribution when they enter, they have only 7 lakh rupees. They don't really have ability to grow their business. If you want to really grow the business, you can enter with this, but as your demand starts coming in, you need to fulfill more counters or a more point of sales, as I call it. And more point of sales, when you have to solve it, that you have to put more stock in the business. So it's about stock turnover. I have seen people in other distribution companies starting with as low as 7-10 lakh rupees, and then they have built a business which is now 100 crores. So that's how the opportunity really stands on. So you need to really continue to see that how you want to be stacking up your market. And also what is the area of focus for you? Are retail is a focus for you, HoReCa is a focus for you, or institutional is a focus for you? And some players can really come and do major HoReCa and institutional work, and some can really focus on a high-end retail. Retail also further is divided into two parts. One is organized retail, which is chain stores, and second is what I call general trade. General trade is a typical kiryanas which you have. So any particular market which you would like to see that there is a natural demand which is coming today and you're not able to service that demand, and this probably would be a starting point for you to find a distributor? नवनीत जी, have you आप सुन सके थे? आप म्यूट पे.
Sorry, actually this was disconnected.
हाँ, तो I was saying that any particular natural market जहाँ से demand आ रही है आपके पास, लेकिन अभी आपके पास वहाँ पे distributor नहीं है, जो no brainer है कि भाई यहाँ तो market हमारी establish ही है, वहाँ पर कौन से cities ऐसे होंगे जहाँ पर you think that there is a natural market available?
Like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, we are getting calls from these cities on a routine basis. Like they need honey and they need apple juice concentrate. Few months back, we shut down our 2 or 3 outlets which were with the railways. The contract is over and the new tenders are not coming up. So these counters are not working now. So maximum people who knows about the HPMC and the concentrate, they are calling us on over call and on the mails also to get the products. So in Mumbai, Hyderabad and Bangalore, so these are the 3 cities where we are getting the calls on routine basis. Same is with the Rajasthan also.
Rajasthan can be a good market. Even up north can be a very, very good market, while it is serviced currently by HPMC's counters also, but it can be a good market. UP is a very big market, and some other cities in MP, major cities in MP, I think is a good market. So while the opportunity is wide open, one has to really see what strength you bring in. In distribution, I'm again repeating, it's very, very important that what strength you bring in, how you're able to fulfill that requirement, how you're able to build your distribution network, and how do you continue to scale up and continue to stack up the stock. Now let's go into the margin part of it. 8 to 13% you said. Is it going to change significantly? And you can give SKU structure. Obviously, it will be the lowest on the refined oil kind of thing, but it will be higher on the other things. So you want to give category wise, say what is the juices now for you, juices and what is the other products and ready to eat? What kind of margins we are able to give?
Yeah, in the juices, we can say it will go up. It will start from 10% to 13%. And one thing more, what we are doing, we are just giving a particular X price to our distributor. So it all depends on the distributor that what minimum margin or what maximum margin he wants to earn. We are not giving him the rates for the retailer, because in each and every state, in each and every area, it depends on the locality that what margins is okay for the retailer and for the distributor. It all depends on the distributor that at what price he wants to sell to the retailer. So it all depends on him that at what cost he wants to sell the products in the juicy segment only. And the same is with the honey and all. We will give near about 28% on the MRP. And after that, it all depends on the person that what market he is working on and how the market is going. So it all depends on him that how he can pitch the product and at what price he can pitch.
Okay, that's very helpful. And what is the supply chain looking like now? Because if say somebody brings in a larger orders and are we able to fulfill? And give me also an idea that say a contract which you get in some particular institution, what kind of volumes you can do. Like you are doing already servicing railways and you servicing and that thing. So a lot of people have the relationships and they can bring those contracts, especially on the Tetra Pak side. I think it can do much bigger, greater volumes.
Yes, like the IRCTC thing, we are working with the Delhi division and the Ambala division, and for the rest of the country, we are supplying all the things from our regional offices. But when we start with the distribution network, we will not sell anything from our distribution network. From our regional offices. Then it will be with the help of the retailers only, with the distributors only. Sorry. So we will go with the distributors. Like for example, we are having near about 250 booths in the railway stations. For example, we take Ahmedabad. So if we are having a distributor at Ahmedabad, so all the booths, our retail stores which are existing right now will be routed through the distributor only.
Okay, so that's a ready business which you would get and transfer it to the distributor itself, and distributor can get started on this. And in terms of your supply chain to the distributor would work, how many? Is it monthly cycles you want to maintain, or a fortnightly? How the cycle would maintain with it? Because it's also about
it will be on a monthly basis, and but it all depends on the orders. If we get good orders from that, it will be the delivery will be in maximum 7 to 8 days. Because if we ship all things from Chandigarh, it will be we ship our products to Chennai. So Chennai is the far end, and it's getting 7 days maximum. So we can send the products in 7 days to each and every part of the country.
Okay. Now let's get into one more question, and then I will bring in Sonia to have a discussion. How do we do a territory demarcation? Because Mumbai is a very large territory. I mean, if you genuinely at your end, if HPMC and Markfed has to cover the territory, this should be say a 20 crore volume. Now, when somebody starts, how do you get and earmark the territory? That's one question. Second, if the distributor does well, would he have opportunity to build the balance territory? Because end of the day, when I spoke to you, it's not about for you how many distributors. It's about end of the day volume, what you want to do. And it always an opportunity to do mega distributor rather than a micro distributor who don't do much volume. So how are you currently looking at territory distribution?
Sorry, I think I lost your voice.
Yeah, so I was saying that how are we looking at the current territory distribution?
It all depends on the distributor again. That what he thinks that how big area he wants, and the target will be like that only.
Okay, so essentially you would set some kind of a annual projections in every market, which needs to be done for a distributor to continue. While you start with 7 lakh rupees, but you need to see that if you want an exclusivity of that area, you need to also commit to certain amount of volumes, and also need to present a business plan. Friends, please understand that these opportunities are rare opportunities because you're working with government-based organizations. This is an exclusive opportunity. Once you become a partner, you are a partner for life, and you continue to build your distribution business. It would need a lot of hard work in the first year to build your own loyal customer base. Company would obviously support you. The product is very honest product, so it creates this natural demand. Once people start using this product, there's no relative competition in the market. Especially on the juices side, HPMC is the market leader for no preservative juices, and that's where people are actually making shift. And Markfed is a very large, system in Punjab enterprise, which is working on very high pure products, which are in very great demand in everywhere, at least in the North India. And now they have a distribution which is available for Pan India. So you need to make an application to us so that we can take your application to them, and it is a formal approving process which needs to go through before you are granted a distribution rights. Over to you, Sonia, for your questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Navneet. I think the first question which I want to pick up, and I'm seeing that coming from a lot of our viewers, is the locations where you see a focus or immediate rollout. While we talked about Apne Bombay, Hyderabad, Bangalore, you talked about these 3 cities, but I'm seeing other locations. For example, Pune, we have east of India, and we also have one of our partners who wishes to know if within North we would have locations which is like Bareilly, UP, Lucknow, Ghaziabad, Mainpuri, and many more in Rajasthan, Haryana. Will these also be priority for you to look at? And also, if you can also, along with this answer, if Chandigarh, Tri-City, Punjab, Haryana, because you already are very prominent in these locations and regions, will that also be an option for somebody to take over and become a distributor of your
Yes,
company?
ma'am. And we are open for each and every part of the country.
And
So
one question I
wherever,
Manoj ji is asking that online sales is a very big segment of it. Would you keep it directly, or a distributor can also upload some products online?
we have to do it through the distributors only, because if I want to ship all the things from here from Chandigarh, the transportation cost and the shipping cost is higher than the product value.
Amazon the reseller को recognize करता है, कोई भी reseller आकर डाल सकता है. अगर सब distributor independent डालेंगे तो फिर multiple listings हो जाएंगी Amazon के अंदर. So would you like to do that, or you would like to create maybe one big distributor in South who does Amazon online rights, and one maybe in some other parts?
Yeah, we can appoint someone for the with the exclusive rights of Amazon only.
Yeah, so it's actually a very good idea. If anybody wants to apply who has a good experience on running online business, has a good warehousing, good shipment capabilities, also do a lot of digitally uploading products, marketing online, and a lot of these elements which are required, which have some companies have that capability. So please reach out if you want to do an online rights. If somebody can take a Flipkart, somebody can do Amazon, that can become a huge volume business, huge volume business.
The question which I want to pick up is on the credit terms. Typically, what are the credit terms given to the partners that we have, and further from there to retailers and other partners they would have in their regions?
Ma'am, the credit part is only on the bank guarantees only, because we are working with the government departments, and
Right.
our agreement with the department is on the cash and carry basis. All the investment that I have to do, and it will be on the bank guarantee basis. That whatever will be the credit limit, it depends on your bank guarantee.
Okay. And when we talk about the shelf life, because we've talked about HPMC, also Markfed. So if you're appointing a distributor, can somebody choose to take either of the two, or it has to be both together?
It all depends on him. We are not going to force anyone to sell the products. Whatever, if he feels comfortable with whatever products, he can sell that.
Okay.
Because the thing is, if someone is in the market, and if he can sell honey, he can sell the juices also.
Correct. And the combination, would the data intelligence be given from you? Like what kind of demand that you forecast from Bombay or any location where you have a franchisee or a distributor, for example, inquiry coming from? Will you have that data intelligence given to him as far as demand is concerned?
Not right now.
And Ismay, what happens to the stock which is unsold and remains with the franchisee, with the distributor one? And typical Ismay shelf life, how big is the shelf life of the products?
Shelf life for the apple juice concentrate, for the vinegar, and for the honey, it's 12 months. And for the Tetra Pak juices, it's 9 months, 9 to 6 months. It depends on the blend, which blend you are taking. So in the terms of unsold stock, we will buy back the stock. What we can give the credit note of for near about 3% of the total sales. 3% we will take back.
And how about the other products, the Markfed products, which are ready to eat?
After ready to eat, it's in shelf life for 1 year.
1 year. And what
Yeah.
happens to the product? Is there any kind of policy as far as unsold product? Because initially when maybe a distributor takes the right, he would not have complete understanding on the product which would work in his location or maybe more in demand. So would he be given some kind of relaxation as far as unsold product is concerned? Will that be taken back, or how would that be dealt?
Yeah, ma'am. In the terms of juices, I'm having one example. Like I told you that we are having near about 250 booths at the railway stations, and which are increasing day by day. So if and on that railway station booths, it's very fast moving things. Like if you take an example that we are having one dealer and he's having near about 100 trays of juices with him, and that is near to expiry, so we can shift that trays to the nearest railway station booths. So all the products will be liquidated in that time at the stores. So we can help with that. So if some dealer come across with this problem that he's having this number of stock, so we can try to liquidate all the stocks in the railways, because when the life is there, we can sell it in the railways.
When we talk about हमने 7 लाख investment is what we are talking about. इसका outlay क्या होगा? This is entire investment which is towards the stock, and there's a 50,000 fee that we see also in addition. And apart from this investment, what is the idle infrastructure which a franchisee would need? One, and दूसरा इसमें typical operating expenses franchise distributor के क्या रहेंगे?
Operating expenses will be the local staff and the storage of the products, and the storage for one truck is near about 700 to 800 square feet area, which I think is enough for that. And for the other expenses, we are giving 5% of the total amount of the billing amount to the dealer as a part of salaries to his sales staff. The sales staff, the biggest problem with us is like we are having a very pro things that we are working with the government departments, and there are cons also. Like the thing is, if we appoint on the name of HPMC or Markfed, after 1 or 2 years, they come up with a union and say that we are working with the government, so the government should keep us on their own roles. So it's very clear with the government, in our agreement also, that we will not hire anyone on our roles. So each and every sales staff will be hired by the distributor, and we will give the 5% of that of the billing amount to him as salary for the staff, or whatever he feels like.
Okay. And so this 7 lakhs will be stock, and there's another facility which is required of 700 square feet from the distributor, which needs to have availability. And typically, what kind of manpower do you think would be needed? You talked about some team which he needs to keep under him. So typical, how big is the manpower that he needs to deploy under him?
Just 1 or 2 guys are very good for a region. Like it's you have to go to the retailers only. So one guy can move around for 30 to 50 retailers in a day, and we are searching for the people who are into this business already, who are known to this market. So they are which are having other products also with them. So we can move these our products with other products.
Absolutely, and it will make sense for people who are already into distribution. They can ride on that so that margins are saved, because they have already the supplies going out. They can add on to the same product. We are getting a lot of distributors now for bottling water and things of that nature. So they can really integrate this same thing.
Maybe I'll pick, while we've answered that, I'll pick one question from Tirupati Bandham. He says he's from Warangal in Telangana, and he's asking if our agreement with railways is all over the country. And if it is, they also get the benefit of these institutional tie-ups as a part of the relationship with the company.
Yes, 100%.
We have tried and covered. I think most of the questions which I was seeing were with respect to the locations. And while I see a lot of you friends still writing, I like to reiterate, we are open for pan-India in terms of appointing of distributors. You may reach out to us for any inquiries that you might have. Do mention your city and place you come from. And if you have required experience in distribution, especially in FMCG products, do mention that, because that will be a value add when it comes to a profile like this. Okay, I'll take one question of Gigi, and this is from our partner, Mr. Amit Saxena. What support would be given from the company in sales boost? Is that, I think you talked about a lot of sales promotion material which is given to the distributor. Any other marketing support or launch support, any kind of activities which are done, especially when the territory is new?
We will do some social media marketing in particular area, and it will be done by we are having a team with us. We will target that particular pin codes on that, and we will do some social media campaigns for them. And we are coming up with, when our distribution network will be there, when the products will be in the market, we will come up with the TV ads also.
Okay, great. Ji, before we close, Ekto, because we see a lot of interest coming in, would you want to maybe suggest a date where we can take these inquiries with you, and we can invite interest from our prospective partners who can perhaps come on a call anytime in the coming week? जो आपको date अगर convenient लगती है, our teams will work to bring these qualified partners for you.
Yeah, it's all fine. Whenever you feel like, you can give me a call or email. We will set up the time and we will check out the things.
So ideally, I think because we're getting around a New Year rush, if we can keep maybe a date of 25th. 25th would be Christmas. Actually, let's do it at 24th, or we can do 28th. Either of that.
24th is okay with me.
Let's do 24th. 24th is a date which we would finalize the first batch of people who are interested to take distribution rights. You need to send, we call it a small brief about yourself. We will share the format with you. And once you share that, we go through your profile. We will validate the profile, and then we'll share it with Navneet ji and try to organize your meeting.
एक क्वेश्चन, because आपने बोला 250 आपके already spots हैं railways पे. I have somebody who's asking कि while you're appointing distributors, will there also be an opportunity for opening these small booths in the cities where a distributor is appointed?
Yes. That distributor, we will give the authorization to that distributors, that they can come up with the new booths, with the new sale counters at the railway stations and at the bus stands also. So we are attached with the government now. So this is a very good opportunity for us, and it makes, like in Gujarat, example is this, like in Ahmedabad, we are having 4 to 6 booths, which is at the RTO office, and which is at one is at the jail, outside the jail. So when we go with the brand name of HPMC or Markfed, a privilege is given to the customers, to these brand owners, or you can say these people, because in the government terms, giving a booth to a cooperative is very easy to